Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to more Puzzle Agent 2. So last time we were together, we started playing as Nelson Tethers over here, and we decided we have to return to Scoggins and solve the mystery of the hidden people. So we had to sneak in to the back of Lotta's inn here to get a room to stay, but it seems that somebody knows that we were staying here regardless, and gave us a note saying that Isaac Danvers does not exist. Well, we've got a puzzle now. We gotta figure out the order that people went missing in Scoggins. So that's what we're going to start doing now. But first, we'll get that piece of gum. That piece of gum there. Yep. Yeah, how about you, sir?
Stupid flyers. Crash of a black moon.
Excuse me. Daryl, was it?
Hang on,
Yeah, I don't remember everybody
Hey,
from the
you're
first
that
game.
FBI guy.
Special Agent Tethers, Puzzle Research Division.
Yeah, well, I've got a missing person case for you guys to solve.
The factory foreman?
That's old news. I'm talking about my brother Daryl.
So Daryl's other brother, Daryl, is missing.
Could you tell me more about your brother's disappearance?
We were out past Sesame Woods a couple of days ago. Daryl split off on his own because he said we were in Barrel Oak country.
Oh, that's not good.
Barrel Oak?
Oh, they're real. Don't doubt it.
And he was scared of them.
Scared? Nah, he went hunting for him. Haven't seen him since.
Alright, so Daryl's only been missing for a few days.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Daryl?
He's allergic to walnuts. What do you want to know? Not much to it, Mr. FBI. He went missing out past Sesame Woods, and somebody needs to go look for him.
Well, that's probably going to be us.
Have you seen or heard from Isaac Davner since I left?
Who?
The foreman of the eraser factory.
Oh, he's playing dumb too, huh?
Factory shut down.
Oh, yeah, him. Yeah, figures. People here go missing all the time.
That's not good. Alright, what do you know about the hidden people?
Do you know anything about the hidden people?
Great. My brother goes missing, and the FBI comes to ask me about forest gnomes.
You don't believe in them?
You should have come here earlier, when I was 4 years old, and listened to bedtime stories.
Alright, well, let's see if we can help him out with these flyers.
Where have you been putting up those flyers?
I've been getting permission first. It's legal.
Need any help?
Sure. Federal tax dollars should work.
Yeah, we'll find out exactly how many. Alright, Daryl's passing out flyers in the neighborhood. But the flyer bandit is at large and will steal them. Figure out where to place the stacks to ensure 50 flyers reach the end of the path. Okay. Ensure that exactly 50 flyers will make it to the other side of town. Each person will pick up one paper. Okay, at a fork in the road, half will take the left path. The bandit will steal the flyers from anyone who passes by him. The bandit is at one of 3 locations marked with a question, but nobody knows which one. Alright, so I'm guessing what we do is we put them down here, or do we put them up? No, we put them up here. Alright, so it tells us how many we'll get there. Assuming that one might get stolen here. So what we probably want to do is put them in the places where they're least likely to get stolen. So if I put one here, yeah, 13 will make it there. But 12 might get stolen here. And what if I put 22 over here? 11 will definitely make it there. 13 will definitely make it there, making 24. So we're about halfway. That's not good. Well, it could potentially be good. It depends on how many could potentially get stolen. So 11 might get stolen, 12 might get stolen, 1 might get stolen. Alright. Okay, so let's consider the numbers here for a second. We definitely want to get 50 to the end. So if 1 gets stolen, then it'll be 13 plus 22 is 34. No, 35. Plus 15 would be 50. Plus 11 would be way too much. That's assuming only 1 gets stolen. Now if 22 gets stolen, that'd be 11 plus 15 is 26. Plus 13 is 39. Plus 1 is 40. So that's not enough if 22 gets stolen. But what if 15 gets stolen? Then it's 11 plus 22 for 33. Then 13 would make it 46 plus 1. So yeah, these numbers don't add up. So what if we try to minimize the number that can get stolen? Alright, so 15 and 12 will definitely make it, getting us to 27. So if 4 gets stolen, 15 plus 15 is 30, plus 16 is 46, plus 12 is way too much. But what if 16 gets stolen? 15 plus 15 is 30, 34, and 46, so that wouldn't be good either. And if it's 4 and 16 is 20, 35, 47. Alright, I'm just going to need to sit here and do the math for a little bit. Let's reset it. And what I will do is I will cut ahead to when I finally figure out the right numbers. Be right back. Alright, so if we're looking at these numbers, no matter what, it's going to be 12 that gets stolen, no matter what path they go down. So that makes the numbers easy for us. So 12 plus 12, that's 24. Then we add 15, gives us 39. And then we add 11, 50. Alright, how? The key is to ensure the same number of flyers are distributed to each of the bandit zone. Then it doesn't matter which zone is attacked. The same number of flyers are delivered.
There you go. That should get everybody in town on the lookout for Daryl.
I doubt it in this town. People disappear all the time in Scoggins. Nobody even notices anymore.
There have been other missing people?
Yep.
Plenty others. Even that researcher over at the campground had his buddy go missing just last week.
Do you know where I could...
He's got a trailer at the Wallows campground. Name's Alfred something or other. Have fun, Mr. FBI.
Alright, so Daryl's been missing for a few days.
Brother while you're at it.
This other guy's been missing for at least a week.
It sounds like Isaac Davner's just one of many missing people around Scoggins. The cases might all be related. I'm heading to the Wallows to ask a researcher there about his missing friend. And look for Daryl's brother, of course.
Yeah, good save. Okay, first let's go inside, see if anything's changed. We gotta go... Oh, okay, that's fine. That's good, we'll take the gum. Still talking about them gnomes?
kind of miss the wooden gnome collection, Miss Garrett. Made the whole place seem creepier.
Yep, nothing new about the gnomes. Okay. Oh, we can go upstairs or we can go out the back. Oh, I didn't want to do that. So now we gotta walk back in, finish talking to everybody. Oh, more gum. It was all worth it.
Hi, Mrs. Garrett.
Hello, Agent Tethers. I hope you had a good night.
Not really.
I did, actually, thanks to a mysterious benefactor.
Oh, it's not that mysterious. I'm sure she just... I mean, whoever it was just hated the thought of you being out there in the dark and cold.
Alright, so let's start from the beginning. Tell us about the conspiracy.
Mrs. Garrett, was anyone pressuring you to keep me from checking in?
What? Oh, no. That business about the vacancies was just, a clerical error.
That's it.
Silly me.
That's all.
Well,
Somebody
okay.
forgot to carry the two.
It's just that some people don't trust outsiders because they see this town as a family. A brotherhood of Scoggins, if you will. But that's no reason to be inhospitable.
Yes, we met some of those people the last time we were here. Alright. Tell me
Is there
about that
anyone else
visitor.
staying in the hotel?
To be honest, no. Why do you ask?
Because an astronaut came to
Somebody left
visit.
a strange note under my door last night. Couldn't see who it was.
Oh my, I was at the desk all night, and I didn't see or hear anyone come in or out.
Alright, gnomes.
Has anyone in town actually seen the hidden people?
Agent Tethers, that's just crazy talk. The only gnomes in Scoggins are the little wooden ones.
Oh, we know that.
Speaking of that, what
We know
happened
that to
your
be
collection
inaccurate.
From the window.
Oh, those? I sold them to that nice man Steve at the diner. Made a tidy profit, too.
Nobody's ever mentioned actually seeing one of the hidden people?
No, of course not.
Oh, Agent Tethers, they're just stories people tell to make the long winters more interesting. Nobody really believes in that. Except that poor Bo Murphy, I guess. And Steve, over at the diner. Oh, and the Brotherhood, of course.
So yeah, lots of people. So let's talk about Bo.
Have you seen Bo Murphy? The last time I saw him, he was in the alley talking to someone. I was hoping to ask him some questions about it.
Bo Murphy? Well, I haven't seen him in... Oh my, how long has it been since I've seen him? Must have been around the time you were here last.
That's been quite some time.
Mumbled something about going into the woods to finish a conversation. Haven't seen him since.
Oh, so someone else is missing.
Did you file
Okay,
a missing
Bo's been
persons
missing for a
report with
long
the sheriff
time.
for Bo Murphy?
Oh my, no. I didn't even realize he was gone until you mentioned it. Bo was always a little
Bo-
unusual. Even
Bo seemed to
before
go
he started
missing
talking about
after we
the
left.
whispers. I'm sure he'll be back before you know it.
So Isaac was probably the first, then Bo. Alright, hot dish.
I'm actually kind of curious about that hot dish I've been hearing about.
Oh, sorry, Agent Tethers. We really are out of the hot dish for real, I'm afraid. It's been a bad winter for moose meat, and the man who usually delivers the cilantro has gone mysteriously missing.
Oh, another missing person. The cilantro merchant.
So long, Mrs. Garrett.
You stay safe out there.
Alright, upstairs. Even though we actually set up our room on the first floor, that's fine.
I've been looking through these files for weeks, but I still can't see how everything is connected.
Still want that bear
I
poster, huh?
wonder if I could sneak this painting out in my carry-on luggage.
Okay, we are not going to bed.
This is everything I've been able to uncover about Isaac Davner. I'm positive he's at the center of all this, but how?
Yes, how? Oh, a little bit of gum. So, Missing persons. Now that I have the missing persons files from Sheriff Bang's office, I can decipher this note. Well, that's not entirely accurate. We don't have that file yet, so we'll get back to it.
Never thought I'd be looking at Scoggins again, but I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of Isaac Davner's disappearance.
That's right. Okay, I'm not going to click on the bed because the last time I did that... Oh, we'll take that, thank you. Okay, I guess we're going camping. Oh, some gum right there. And just yoink that. And up there.
That fire pit hasn't been used since the last thaw, assuming this place ever thaws.
That's that's a reasonable conclusion. Alright. Well, only you to talk to.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a researcher.
You found one.
I'm Special Agent Tethers with the FBI Puzzle Research Division, Dr.
Versteckt. But that's my father's name. Call me Alfred. I'm doing anthropological research here in Scoggins.
Alright,
I'm a
Al.
student of mankind.
So you have a missing friend.
Someone in town said your friend had gone missing?
Friend? Oh, yes, they must be talking about my graduate student, Will Medlock.
Alright,
Very
Will.
bright
Will's
young
been
man.
missing for about a week.
Disappeared- Oh, when was that? 2
2
months ago?
months ago. I thought it was a week
That
ago.
was before the incident at the eraser factory.
So that was
But
before.
no one mentioned it before.
Can't say I'm surprised. Local law enforcement was no help.
Yes, I've met the local law enforcement.
Yeah, we have.
People here are more interested in puzzles than missing people.
So your
Is there
friend's
anything
been
else you
missing
can tell me about this
for a
missing
while.
grad
So
student,
he was
Will?
he's the first
Now
one to
that
go
I think
missing.
about it, I wonder if spending time in Scoggins was starting to have an effect on him.
How do you mean?
He became unfocused, talked about nightmares and whispers. I didn't think much of it at the time. He walked away in the middle of one of my discussions about the transformative power of myth and legend. I thought he was just bored, but I never saw him again.
Alright, so I'm guessing he wandered off into the woods and you never saw him again.
What is an anthropologist doing in Scoggins, Minnesota?
Same thing an anthropologist does anywhere else. I'm studying people.
The people of Scoggins? Is there enough to study?
Oh my, yes.
Population is
The
too
shared
small.
reality made by the people and their folklore. I've been here for years, and I've just barely scratched the surface.
Yeah, but we didn't find you
It's
last
like
time
the
we were
sense
here.
that this is a town on the cusp of something big. Their folklore, their fascination with puzzles. It's as if the energy of thought is being transformed into solving one of the great problems of our age.
And what problem is that?
How long have you been here in Scoggins?
Well, let's see, about 15 years?
Oh,
I'm on my
jeez.
8th government grant.
Alright, what do you know about Isaac?
Do you know anything about the missing factory foreman, Isaac Davner?
Ah, yes. Fascinating story, that. A real suburban myth in the making. To the people of Scoggins, he's the archetype of the martyr, a ritual sacrifice made as an attempt to assert control over capricious nature.
Wait a second. Davner's not a myth. He's a real person. I've met him.
Myths are real, Agent Tethers. We're all characters playing roles. The hero in a quest for truth, the wise, mysterious sage who serves as his guide.
Yeah, the two of you.
Wise. Right.
Alright, so gnomes.
You must know something about the local stories about gnomes?
The hidden people? Well, of course. They're the ones who brought me here in the first place. I'm studying the myth and worship of the hidden people.
Oh, then you've dealt with that cult, the Brotherhood of Scoggins.
Oh my, yes. Frightfully mad, all of them. Be careful, Agent
Yeah,
Tethers.
yeah, we had to put up with them in the
Their
last game.
devotion to the hidden people makes them extremely driven and extremely dangerous.
Alright, I guess that's all the information we're getting out of you.
Thanks for your time, Alfred. If you hear any more about Isaac Davner or your missing friend, please let me know.
I've just spoken with a mild-mannered but extremely driven agent from the FBI. He was looking for information.
He's doing
about
the same thing.
and the rash of
Taking
disappearances
audio
lately,
notes.
including young Will's. Of course, if he's investigating a missing persons case, he'd best talk to Sheriff Bogg.
Oh yeah, no
May not be
kidding.
helpful, but he is the one man in town with information about all the missing residents.
What he said.
Alright, so I guess we are done here. Let's go talk to the sheriff. There's the inn. There's the sheriff. Oh. Look at this view. Nobody's home.
I'm finally desperate enough to visit Sheriff Bogg's office, but he's already working against me. A note on the door says, "Out to grab a bite." If I want any answers, I'll have to head to the Moose Ear Diner.
Now, before that, let's click around a little bit.
A note on the door says, "Out to grab a bite." If I want any answers, I'll have to head to the Moose Ear Diner.
Well, I guess that answers that. Let's go to the diner. There were a bunch of puzzles when we were at the diner last. Now this place looks deserted. Okay. Yeah, that was a puzzle the last time we played, too.
Daryl's disappearance has got to be tied into all of this somehow.
Maybe. Alright, between the 5 generators, power all devices using every available power outlet. Generators will evenly split power if used twice. Each device must be powered exactly to their power needs. Alright, so that needs 10, 30, 50, 30, 10. So if we do that, so that we get 30, now we get 15, that'd be too much. Well, for example, we could do that and that. So that's getting 10. No, it's getting split evenly, correct? Let me double check. Yes, we'll evenly split power. So in that case, that's getting 20 and that's getting 20, so that's too much. How would you even evenly split odd numbers? So if I did this and this, both would be getting 15. So that would still need 35. So where do we get 35? Alright, this is going to be another one that's going to take me a little while to figure out. Let me play around for a bit and see if I can figure this out. I might need a hint. Alright, so I think I've got it figured it out. I think the big problem I was making was I wasn't realizing that the bottom items were the items being charged, and on the top were the generators providing power. So I think I've got it figured out, because they divide in half as they go to these. Let's see if I've got my numbers right. Alright, good. See, the biggest power demand is the computer's 45. That takes 30 and 10. That takes the 30 and the 10 generators, plus 5 from one of the 10 generators. The rest of the devices can be attached in a number of ways using the remaining power nodes. Alright, so now let's go in. Okay, there's the sheriff, and we're going to grab that gum.
The place just isn't the same without the Darrells, boxing up insects and being generally annoying.
Yep, but we'll find them. Or at least one of them. Alright. Yeah, you poor thing. You're Darrell's... Not Darrell, you're Isaac's wife. Alright, we're here to talk to the sheriff.
Hello, Sheriff Bog.
Agent Heathers, what are you doing back in town? We got everything under control, and we don't need the FBI poking its...
Calm down, Sheriff. I'm just here on personal leave.
Well, I keep my eye on tourists just the same as FBI agents.
Yeah, especially when the tourists are FBI agents. Gunpoint.
When I filed my report with the Bureau, I left out the part about you holding me at gunpoint.
Come on, Tethers. I don't know how you boys do things in Washington, but out here, sometimes a man's gotta do what he's gotta do, even if it means drawing a gun on a fella.
What?
He did it. Just what can you do with these people? The Brotherhood.
I hope you've started to take Bjorn's cult seriously. I'm convinced they're behind the disappearance of Isaac Davner.
What? That's crazy. The
No,
Brotherhood
we
of
know it's the
Scoggins
gnomes.
are valued members of this community. I'm not gonna let them be harassed by anybody, FBI or no.
Yep. We knew you were in on it.
I've heard that Isaac Davner is only one of the people to go missing around Scoggins. What can you tell me about the other disappearances?
What can I tell you? Nothing. Sure, I got files on all the so-called missing persons. But I don't
Well,
have
can
to
we
show
see them?
to any FBI man, especially one who's not here on official business.
Alright, how about the hidden people?
I believe the hidden people have something to do with the incident at the factory.
Agent Taylor, please. Just because we don't live in some fancy city doesn't mean you can treat us like gullible yokels.
Yeah, goodbye.
You've been just as helpful as always, Sheriff Bog.
Glad to be of service, Agent Chathers.
Mm-hmm,
Enjoy
I'm
your
sure.
time in our town and behave yourself.
Agent Heathers,
Ah!
we need to talk outside.
Alright, so
What did you
Glory,
need
what's
to
going on?
talk about, Mrs. Davner?
Is Glory?
It's
Glory?
about
Gloria?
Isaac. He's not back yet. He's supposed to be back.
Well, yeah. Chainsaw.
I warn you, Glory, that attacking an FBI agent with a chainsaw is a federal offense.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. It's just, you were going to stop the Brotherhood. I couldn't let you. Isaac needed to finish his journey.
What's this about a journey?
Why are you worried about Isaac now? You're the one who helped them take him.
You don't understand. It was the only way to save him.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Save him.
Oh, more gum.
Isaac was troubled. The Brotherhood offered us a way to cure him.
Yeah, tell us
How
more
are the
about that.
Brotherhood supposed to cure Isaac?
Some kind of spiritual thing, I guess. Neither of us really understood it, but we were desperate.
Alright, what do the hidden people have to do with this?
Do you have any idea where the hidden people would have taken Isaac?
The hidden people aren't real.
But I
Sure.
saw them taking Isaac away.
It's the Brotherhood. They lied.
What do you mean when you say the Brotherhood lied?
Bjorn talked about finding peace by communing with forest spirits. I thought it was a... what's the word?
A metaphor?
No, a crock.
Yeah.
We try anything.
She didn't buy it.
And now Isaac's missing.
Alright, so what about the lodge?
In the lodge, I saw a photo of you and Isaac with the rest of the Brotherhood.
They said they could help us, help Isaac. But they've been taking people. They took Isaac. It's all my fault.
They took Isaac? Have you told the sheriff?
The sheriff knows.
Of course he
He's
does.
working with them.
Alright.
Look, Glory, I'd like to stay and talk, but
You've got to get the missing person files.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a good idea.
I'll make sure Sheriff Boggs stays in the diner. Find out anything you can about Isaac.
I finally got some help, more or less, in finding Isaac Davner. His wife, Glory, believes that the local cult is behind all the missing person cases
Well,
in
yes.
Scoggins.
We were
I'm
aware
going
of
back
that.
to the sheriff's office to find out exactly what he's hiding in his files.
Yes, but before that... Oh,
Oh, Mr. Scruffman, you've been there the whole time.
you know, we fixed that already. Just take that gun. Alright, what have you got to say?
That conversation between Glory and me was strictly confidential, you know.
Yeah, he's just gonna keep whacking that thing with that wrench.
I know you'd like Isaac out of the way, but I'm going to find him.
If you say so.
Yeah, well, we're not leaving. I guess we are
Nell's
leaving.
disappearance has got to be tied into all of this somehow.
Because I don't remember who that was also in the bar. Not the bar, not the diner. We didn't get to talk to him. Well, it happens. So, back to the sheriff's station. Really? You think you're just going to knock on the door?
The station is locked tight. It looks like the sheriff's interest in puzzles extends to office security.
Alright, let's do our next puzzle. Alright. With one cut, remove all the obstructions to break down the sheriff's office door. Oh, it's one of these. With one cut, huh? So yeah, what I'm thinking is we gotta pick one of these lines and draw through it. So this will get a lot of them, but not all of them. Now, if we go through the boards that the chains are connected to, will that take them down? So, for example, we gotta get this one up here. So... that will cut almost everything. Now, if I do this, it will cut these boards. Alright, so if I do this, every board will get cut. And if that will undo the chains, like that chain, and that chain. Let's give it a shot. Accepted. Alright, good. I didn't have to screw around with numbers for like 10 minutes to figure it out. Alright, the chains on the door are dependent on the wood planks and won't hold if the planks are removed. The solution is to remove the wood planks, then the chains won't block the door. Alright, so we were on the right track.
Aha! Now to to find those missing persons files.
No, I can see that gum. There's no light, though. So we're just going to have to go play with the files. Alright, help Nelson get to the other side of the room unseen. Drag the office furniture around to block the light sources and create a safe path for Nelson to walk through. Alright, so we want to block the light. Is that the idea here? So where's Nelson? Well, that will block the door then. So maybe if we put that up there. No, that's still stuck in there. We're almost on to something. Alright, hang on. Let's reset this. How's that? Then we move that over there. And there we go. The key to the puzzles is to get the upside-down L couch in the lower right side of the room. From there, the other pieces can be arranged to block the rest of the lights. Now let's get those files. Oh, is there somebody in there with you?
Hello, Agent Tethers.
Yeah, I thought so.
Cripes! Sheriff Bog! How long have you been standing?
Randall Scruffman told me you might be paying my office a visit.
Yeah, of course he did.
I'm sorry, it's just... I really needed to see how bad this missing person problem is.
Everything I got about missing people is in those files.
Thanks.
Alright, well, we'll just take that.
I wonder if the rest of the Scoggins police force is as competent as Sheriff Bog.
See, I don't think it's a matter of competence. Alright, Sheriff, what have you got to say about all this?
Did Glory Davner ever tell you she suspected the Brotherhood of being involved in the disappearances?
Glory's a confused young lady. The Brotherhood helps people, whether it's with personal troubles or with what the fancy doctors call an addiction to puzzles.
She told me that you were working with
puzzle
the
addiction,
Brotherhood.
okay.
Rumors. Unprovable rumors. Just find what you need in those files and then be on your way.
Well, I guess that's the best we're going to get from him.
With all due respect, Sheriff, these files aren't exactly comprehensive. There are no dates.
What's in the files is everything I got, Tethers.
Alright. So, discover the secret message by placing the name of Scoggins' missing residents in the order they disappeared, starting from the first to go missing. Alright. Isaac was the last to be kidnapped before Daryl, who was kidnapped last. Haldor and Will were kidnapped before Ted. Ted was not kidnapped fourth. Will was not kidnapped first. So from that, it sounds like Haldor, Will, Ted, Isaac, Daryl. That's what it sounds like. Alright, so... See, I'm not sure about these numbers, though. So what I said... Haldor, Will, Ted. So, Barney, Isaac, Daryl? Teeter-daughter? I don't think so. I got something wrong here. Isaac was the last to be kidnapped before Daryl. Alright. So, Isaac, Daryl. Will and Haldor were kidnapped before Ted. Ted was not the fourth. Will was not the first. I mean, it looks about right. Isaac was the last before Daryl. Ted was not fourth. Will was not first. Alright, fingers crossed. We got it. And we got a little achievement. Alright. Gather the known relationships when certain people went missing. You were able to piece together the order. But what could Teeter-daughter mean? Daughter? Teeter-daughter? Sounds German.
Aha! It spells a name? Teeter-daughter.
Did you say teeter-daughter?
Maybe.
Maybe.
That's probably Melkorka teeter-daughter. And she's a strange one. Keeps to herself. Nobody in town really knows her.
Is she one of the missing people?
Missing? Nah, I can't say anyone would miss her. She lives in the old Teeterson house over on the west side of town, near Valda's Inn.
Then I'd better find out what she knows about all these disappearances.
Putting my furniture back in order and fix the lock on your way out, Tethers.
Yeah. I think that's a reasonable request. Alright, let's get going. So, there we go. Alright, first, check around for any gum. You can see the factory off in the distance.
At least the eraser factory's up and running again.
At least,
Scoggins'
right?
only exports are erasers and weirdness.
Alright, I've kind of lost track of how long we've been at this. And I'm going to have to do a little bit of editing for some of those puzzles that took me a little while. So I think we're going to start wrapping up the episode here. Well, when we get together, we'll go check out the Teeter-daughter house. See you then.